welcome back to my channel and happy March. I can't believe we're already in March. Time has flown by, it's absolutely crazy. So this is my Should You Melt This for the rest of February. I had one about 2 weeks ago that I did. That was for the first 2 weeks of the month. This is for the second 2 weeks of the month. And in total, I've emptied 87 items. That includes samples and loaves. So I feel like that's pretty successful. It's a little bit lower than I would like, but the last 2 weeks I've been extremely busy with work, and like I worked like almost 65 hours last week, and the week before about 55 hours. So when I'm really busy, I do work from home, but when I'm really busy, I sometimes do not put any wax like in my open concept like living room area. I'll always pretty much melt wax in my office and in my bedroom, but I also will sometimes not change it out as frequently. So I definitely don't go through as much wax when I'm like really busy and just I had a lot going on with work. So 87 is still pretty good for me, but I feel like I should be able to get closer to 100 when I'm like melting pretty regularly. And I don't rush through my wax. I do melt it either until I feel like I can't smell it anymore, or in some situations, if I don't like the scent, sometimes I will take it out before it's done. But generally, I will keep things in until I can't really smell them anymore. Now, I do like a really strong throw, so there are scents that maybe some people might be able to smell still, that like it may be on the lighter end, but for me, if it's not like noticeable enough to me, then I will take it out. So anyhow, I just very quickly, as far as what warmers I use light bulb warmers, 25 watt light bulb warmers that I get from Walmart, so either Sensationals or Better Homes and Gardens. And then I use hot plate warmers. They're either 20 or 24 watt. And then I use a couple tea lights. And then I also have 2 candle crocks that I'm currently using, like empty Bath and Body Works candle jars to throw wax in and melt those. One is in my living room, and one, which is where I usually maybe will use like scents that are good for like background scents. And then one is in my laundry room, which is where I will try to use up stuff that maybe I'm just not a big fan of, or I don't reach for, or is old, and I'm not sure if it's going to perform. So that's generally kind of the gist of how I melt. And every space that I have has at least one hot plate warmer. So I do find that generally wax performs better for me with hotter warmers. So I'll go ahead and jump in. I do, as always, have a good variety of vendors here. Some vendors maybe just one thing, other vendors I have maybe a few things. So let's go ahead and get started. So the first one here, this is the Melted Mousse, and this is a mini loaf in Breadwinner. That's freshly baked buttery bread and strawberry jam. This was poured in April of 2022. I really did like this scent. I think the strawberry was pretty subtle in this. So it was a good strawberry kind of bakery, but it was on the lighter side. So the strawberry in this was kind of more like a fresh strawberry that is a little bit tart, and then mixed with the bread was pretty good. I'm trying to think if this was a whole mini loaf. I can't remember now. I feel like I had like maybe 3/4 of it left, and I filled up my 6 warmers in my open concept, and then the rest of it I threw it in my candle crock. Because I do, with some particularly bakery scents from the Melted Mousse, I do struggle a little bit with getting like a decent throw. So I think I went ahead and just threw the rest of this in my candle crock warmer in the living room, along with having put pieces in my warmers throughout the like open concept area. And it was decent. It was like a medium, but not real strong, but it's a good blend. I just wish maybe it was a little bit stronger. From Dessa's, I finished 2 items. One was kind of one of these snap bars. This is in Mystic Woods. This is Circus Concession, Smoked Vanilla Woods, Cedarwood, and Barnwood planks. It is a house blend of hers. This is a good scent. I'm not sure. It's unique with like that Circus Concession, which is like a caramel apple funnel cake. And then you get like, so you do smell that in here. And then the Smoked Vanilla Woods, Cedarwood, Barnwood. I feel like it was kind of like a caramel apple with like a little bit of a woodsy note. I did really enjoy this one. It was like a medium. There's 7 pieces in these like bars like this. So I just put 1 in each of my 6 warmers in my open concept, and then the last one I put in my office because scents will often come out of my office and kind of help fill up the open concept area. So that's what I did. I like this scent. I wish maybe it was like a little bit stronger, but it was pretty good. So I might get that in like a small shape again down the road. Then the other one that I finished is actually a scent shot, which she does not do scent shots anymore. It's been a while. So this is actually from March of 2021. This is Beach House, and it's Salty Sea Air with hints of coconut. Oops, wrong way. I literally just smell Salty Sea Air. And I'm not a huge fan of Salty Sea Air, so I can handle it in like blends if it's not like the dominant scent, but this was like, to me, just straight up Salty Sea Air. So I put this in the candle crock in my laundry room, which this is a good scent for there because I don't spend a ton of time in there. It's not something like I couldn't melt just like a Salty Sea Air scent kind of in my bedroom or my living room if I was going to spend any kind of significant time in there because I just wouldn't enjoy it. But in the laundry room, it was nice because it was like a nice, fresh, kind of clean smelling type scent. So it was good in there. From the bathing garden, I finished a couple different items. This first one here is a clam. This is in Haunted Hayride. I was going to see if I have the scent notes. I don't have the scent notes handy for this one. Yeah, this is kind of like a hay and apple kind of scent. I think this one was pretty light. I took the 6 cubes, put it throughout my open concept, and I do have 6 warmers, and I felt like I had a hard time smelling this one. So although it smells good, kind of like a hay and apple, it was just really, really light. Then the other one that I finished was a sample. It was a large sample though. It was kind of like a large medallion in Brown Sugar Cream Rose Bouquet, which is just brown sugar and rose petals. I'm not a fan of rose scents at all. So I put this in my laundry room in the candle crock. It actually performed quite well. I could smell it. I don't care for rose scents. So this just wasn't a scent I liked, but I did let it live its life in my laundry room, and it did relatively well. Okay, so from Swanky, oh my gosh, this was one of my favorite melts over the last 2 weeks. So this is Snow Angels. I finished this loaf, and this is cream cake, vanilla bean Noel, glazed donut, caramel drizzle, vanilla cream, frosted cake, and marshmallow. This is from November of 2021. I had maybe like about that much left at the bottom, and I filled up my 6 warmers in my open concept, and then I had a big kind of hunk of it left, and I threw that in the candle crock in my living room. Fantastic. This was just a beautiful, kind of sweet, decadent, like bakery scent. It literally smelled like someone was baking in the house. Like I was baking cookies, kind of like a vanilla cookie and like a vanilla cake or something like that. It was so amazing. I don't really smell it in the loaf anymore, in the bag anymore, but 100% repurchase for me. I definitely need to write down this scent and make sure I pick it up again in the future because I loved it. The other one, one of the other ones that I melted is a sample. This is Pink Chiffon Strawberry Boardwalk Marshmallow Clouds. I love this blend as well. This was a little sample. I put it in my office when I was working a couple days ago. I love strawberry and pink chiffon and boardwalk marshmallow clouds. So this is just like lovely. I feel like I picked up mostly the strawberry and the boardwalk marshmallow clouds in this. 100% love it. I would definitely get that from her. I may even already have like a loaf or something like that in my collection from her that's like a blend like that. Then I finished a couple scent shots from her. These are from samplers. This first one here is Fruity Pebbles Loops. So it's Fruity Pebbles, Fruit Loops, Lemon Ice Box, Orange Cake, Cream Cake. This was really good. I feel like it was mostly like the Fruit Loops and like Fruity Pebbles or whatever, because it was that like sweet marshmallow lemon lime type scent. I really did enjoy this one. I just threw the whole scent shot into the crock in my laundry room, and it was nice and strong, lasted several hours. This is not something, I feel like it's not a scent that I feel like I need a loaf in, but it is something that I really did enjoy and would maybe get a little bit of it. The other scent shot that I melted, I actually have it going in my laundry room right now. This is Cashmere Glow Lavender Clouds. So I think the lavender clouds is Boardwalk Marshmallow Clouds. I don't feel like I'm getting any lavender in this, but I feel like I'm getting like cashmere and Boardwalk Marshmallow Clouds. It's actually quite pretty. Yeah, I really do like this one. Again, through the whole thing in the candle crock in my laundry room, and it's performing well in there. It's a very nice scent. And then the last one from Swanky is a souffle. This is Pink Blush Pink Sugar. So it's cotton candy frosting, marshmallow, Noel pink sugar. This was like really, really sweet. I didn't get a ton of pink sugar out of this one, so I think it was a little bit too sweet for me. I like my pink sugar to be a little bit more present and more with like bakery versus so much sweet scent. So this was okay, but it was just a little bit too sweet for me. It performed well, but it was very sugary sweet. From K's, I did finish one little bag of K-Cuts. This was back like probably one of my first orders from her. This is her succulent strawberry, and I think so it's, yeah, January 2021, and the scent description is currants, strawberry, and vanilla sugar. I don't know if this is still the case, but at the time that I got this, you could not get this scent. I think it was like scent shots that she did at the time, because I wanted to try it out. So I got this bag. It is not my favorite strawberry. It is one that's like a little bit more tart. So it's okay, but I had a few, maybe like 4 of the little squares left. So I just threw these in the crock in my laundry room. It performed really, really well. It is like a tart kind of strawberry scent with like maybe a little bit of green notes. Yeah, it has a little bit of the green note in it, like the stem. So it performed really well. It's just not my favorite strawberry, but at that time I was trying a bunch of her different strawberries to see what I liked the best. So there's a different one from her. I can't remember the name right now that I like more, but anyhow, that's succulent strawberry, and it did perform well. Let's see, from Lavender and Speckles, I just melted this in my open concept today. This is Frosted Lemon Pound Cake. This is from her January opening, so I just received this in January. I do really wish she would date her labels, because I know like I'm trying to figure out what is the right amount of cure time for her wax. So this is really good. I do really like this. It's like a nice kind of zesty sweet lemon, with a little bit of that bakery note. It wasn't real strong. I would say it was more like medium, probably like a 5 or 6 out of 10. I really like the scent, but I felt like maybe I needed to let it cure a little bit longer. Yeah, because it smells really good, but it just didn't perform as much as I would have liked it to. And I put the scent in because I was, like major cleaning day today. I've been so busy the last several months, and I've mentioned before, oops, I just kicked my camera. I'm stretching out my legs. I mentioned before I was taking care of a family member. So that, along with work, I just have not had the time to like take care of the house like I should. So I did like super deep cleaning today. And so I was like, oh, I want a lemon scent. So that's kind of why I grabbed this. It was good, but I wish it was a little bit stronger. So she has this scent again in her March opening that she's going to have in maybe like a couple weeks. I don't remember the exact date, but it's around the middle of the month. So I think I'm going to get another small bag of it and then like let it cure for a while and see. I have heard from some people that they do like to let their Lavender and Speckles cure a bit. So that is what I'm going to try to do. Another one that I melted, oh my God, this one was fantastic. Birchwood and Buttercream. This is actually from October of 2023. So this one has had a good amount of cure time. This was before she changed the shape of her bag. So there was 6 in here. It was still her small bag. I melted this twice in my bedroom bathroom combo. This was just such a beautiful like pine type scent. It's a birchwood pine, basically. It's crisp birchwood pine blended with a sweet decadent scent of buttercream. I 100% love this one. Her birchwood is beautiful. It's just like this beautiful outdoorsy kind of pine note mixed with like a little bit of that sweet creamy buttercream. Love this. I have another one in my collection. This performed beautifully, not too strong, but it lasted like all day. I also think this would be great with like bakery scents and stuff. That birchwood is just fantastic. Or like birchwood and like strawberry pound cake or something. I just feel like there's a lot of blends you could do with that birchwood. That would be great. Then I did get 2 pine cone samplers from her in her January opening, and they each came with a sample of bourbon pine cones. I melted these in my office. They were on the lighter side. I did really like them, so I'm hoping at some point she comes out with maybe like a 6-pack. I probably should have waited a little bit longer to melt these because I did really like them on cold. I just struggled to kind of smell it. It wasn't very strong on warm. So I think I do need to make sure I'm letting my lavender and speckles like cure a good amount of time after I get it, for at least like maybe a couple months after I receive it, just to make sure it can like perform at its optimum, right? Because she has amazing blends. From Vintage Chic Scents, I finished a couple items. One of these is quite old. This is from 2016. It's Pomegranate Princess of Monaco. This is pomegranate lemon marshmallow. Her Princess of Monaco is lemon marshmallow. So this is, I think, back when she used to do these like large rose shapes in samplers. This one was on the lighter side. I did get the like lemon marshmallow a little bit. With this one, I just put the whole big rose in my candle crock in the laundry room. It was decent. I couldn't smell it a ton, but it was okay. Then I had a big, is a poinsettia in Mele Kalikimaka, which is pine cone and lime. This one really just smelled more like a fresh lime. I wasn't really getting any of the pine cone. This is a dupe. I don't know if it's a Yankee dupe. Yeah, it just kind of smelled like a lime with a touch of like an outdoorsy note. So I never had, whatever this is a type for, I've never had that particular candle or whatever. So it was okay. I'm not a huge lime person. It smelled good. I basically chopped that up and melted it throughout my open concept and my office. So it was like 8 pieces through those 2 areas. From Glitterati, I melted this chunk. I don't think it was a full chunk that I had left, but I chopped it up into 6 pieces, put it throughout my open concept. This is from September 2018. This is caramel toasted mallow and zucchini bread. Love this one. This is another standout for me the last 2 weeks. This was just decadent, sweet deliciousness. Yeah, it doesn't really smell like much in the bag anymore, but this was just such a creamy, delicious like bakery. The zucchini bread in this was not overpowering at all. It wasn't like ooey gooey caramel. It was just like a creamy, sweet bakery. Absolutely love that one. I'll have to make sure I request that from Glitterati, from Janine, maybe in an upcoming pre-order. I also finished a few scent shots from her. All of these are scents that I've purchased previously, and I melted all of these at separate times in my candle crock in my laundry room, because none of these were scents on cold that I was really excited about. So one is Island Sunset. Let me actually just go through one at a time. So this is Island Sunset. And it's like kind of like a clean, it has like a cleanness to it. It's maybe a little bit floral and a little bit clean, like tropically clean. So these all performed really well in my candle crock in my laundry room, but just not scents I was super excited about. This is Aloha Breeze, and I'm seeing like it's not auto-focusing. Yeah, this one I didn't care for. I put it in and I mostly got the smell of like wax. So this one and I can smell that wax smell in here. Yeah, I don't know if maybe the fragrance oil turned on this one. That's from May of 2017. And then this last one is Raspberry Sangria. This is a little bit newer. This is from March of 2022. And this one's okay. It's just a very fresh raspberry and like no sweetness at all. So I prefer a little bit of sweeter like scent in with my raspberry. So those were okay. That was kind of just me trying to use up some scents that I just wasn't reaching for because I didn't care for them that much on cold. From Second and Spruce. Okay, so these are 2 more standouts for this past couple weeks. One, I got this, it was like a snowflake shape in Cozy Sugar Plum Dreams. This is plum, vanilla snowflake, Palo Santo, and cashmere. Oh my God, I love this one. This, I melted it twice at night. So the snowflake, I cut it in half, and then each half, I cut that into 3 pieces and put it in my bedroom bathroom warmers. This was just such a beautiful, comforting scent. Those 4 scents all blended together so well. Like it wasn't like I smelled the vanilla snowflake or the Palo Santo, maybe the plum a little bit and the cashmere a little bit, but it was just, Oh, it's so beautiful. It's like this beautiful, comforting, body care, outdoorsy touch of sweetness. Oh my God, this, I need to ask her to bring this back soon because I feel like this is, you could melt this year round. This does not have to be in winter. Love, love, love it. I would totally buy a loaf of this. She doesn't offer loaves yet, but I remember in on one of her posts, I think for her friend's opening post or something like that, I commented about like, if, I don't remember if I said, oh, these are loaf worthy, or if I asked if she was going to do loaves, and she said if there's a demand for it, she would. So I'm hoping maybe, because there are some scents from her, like this is loaf worthy, if I can speak. Another one that's loaf worthy is candy cane cookies. It's peppermint sticks and sugar cookies. This is heaven. It is like creamy, delicious peppermint heaven because it is not overpowering. It is the perfect balance of the like vanilla peppermint with the sugar cookie. Oh my God, it's so good. Perfect nighttime blend. I've had 2 of these. This is my second one. I used it because I love it. I definitely want more, both of those. Like, they're so amazing. All right, so Pharmacist's Daughter, I finished 2 items. This first one here was a souffle. I only actually had a little bit left in this one. This is cranberry relish, lemon curd, and fizzy pop. I had just like kind of maybe like not even a quarter, like a little bit under a quarter left. I actually just threw this in the candle crock in my laundry room because it was kind of like a fresh kind of fizzy type scent. It's okay. Not a favorite. I have found, I think from Pharmacist's Daughter, my favorite blends from them, I think they excel in bakery and then like woodsy, musky type scents. I feel like they do those 2 scent combinations the absolute best. Their fruity kind of scents, I'm like, meh, they're okay. Like some fruity with bakery is really good, but I feel like they do the best like with bakery scents, like coconut crack. Holy moly, that's like one of my favorite scents. Or creamy zucchini, phenomenal. And then some of their like woodsy, outdoorsy type scents, phenomenal. But like their fruity kind of sweet scents, they're okay. So again, I'm not a fan of like their lavender nighttime melts. I feel like their lavender is hit and miss. Because one of the items I finished, this is a loaf. It's called Night Night, and it's supposed to be lavender and pink sugar. When I first hauled this and then I melted it a couple times, I've had this since December 2021, so I've had this a long time. It is not lavender or pink sugar. I don't know what's in this. It's like a kind of light bakery scent. It's not zucchini. It's just like a sweet bakery. And so, and it's not very strong. So, I don't know if maybe it's their pink sugar. It's just like a sweetness. And it's mixed, and they forgot the lavender. I honestly don't know, but there's 0 lavender in this. So I had maybe like a third of this loaf left. So I actually just threw this in my candle crock in my living room just to kind of be like, use it up. I could smell it a little bit from the candle crock, but yeah, this was a total dud. Another scent that or another loaf, I should say, that I was definitely trying to use up. This is from Vintage Road Candles. This is Beach Nights, which is, I think it's like her own blend of Beach Nights. Salty Sea Breeze, graham cracker, and toasted marshmallow. And this was poured in 2018. So it's definitely not a dupe for the Bath & Body Works one. It's definitely heavier on the Salty Sea Air. And it's okay. Like, I think I had like maybe 3/4 of it left. So I chopped that in half and melted it twice in my laundry room. It was on the lighter side. It is quite old. That's my fault for letting it get that old. I could still smell it, but it wasn't real strong. From Teddy Bees, I finished off this loaf in Lavender Snow. This is winter type, silver birch, lavender milk, and vanilla cream. This is such a beautiful scent. This is not, for me anyways, not a lavender that I'd melt in my bedroom because of the winter and the silver birch. It's more of like a fresh outdoorsy lavender. It's very, very beautiful. Good performer. It's not overpowering, but it was a solid like 7 out of 10. And I've just been slowly working my way through this. Just beautiful. It's like a wintry lavender. Like so fresh and so pretty. I would get this again, but probably in a smaller size. I don't think I would need a loaf of this, but either a souffle or a tub. because this is definitely something I put more, I could do it in my bedroom like as a daytime scent, just it's not relaxing enough for me to do as a nighttime scent, but it's beautiful in like your living room, like when you want just kind of that fresh, outdoorsy with like a little bit of that herbalness from the lavender is beautiful. From Swan Creek, I finished this large clam in pineapple vanilla sugar. I've had this for a while. You can tell it's kind of yellow-ish. I only had, I think, 2 squares left, and I threw them in my candle crock in my laundry room. Not a fan. This is kind of that pineapple that smells a little bit sour. I just got wax on me. So yeah, definitely not a favorite of mine. I left it in as long as I could handle it, and this is one of those that I was like, okay, just time to take it out. So that would not be a repurchase for me. All right, 2 more vendors. Oh, this was not intentional by any means. The last 2 vendors I have here are L3 and Sassy Girl Aroma. I'll go ahead and start with Sassy Girl Aroma. I only have a few items here, but the last video I put up was a haul of Sassy Girl Aroma. I had uploaded that like either the morning of the fire in her building or the day before. I don't remember exactly. So obviously I had recorded and uploaded that before everything happened. So just, you know, my heart goes out to Julie while she's kind of dealing with having to recover from the fire that basically destroyed her building and all her wax supplies. Super, super tragic. So if you're in her group, there's been a lot of support from the community. But also like it's going to take time for her to get through this and be able to get to a point where she's making wax again, but she's already talking about kind of getting back to it. So she is a very resilient woman, which is fantastic. So I know it's just, I can't imagine like how heartbreaking the last couple months have been for her, both on a personal level with having lost her son, and then now then with this, with her business. So, but obviously still appreciative of the fact that I have so much Sassy Girl Aroma in my collection. That last haul I did was actually the last order. So I didn't have any outstanding orders with her. Anyhow, I have plenty in my collection that I'll keep warming, and then hopefully at some point in the future when she's able to kind of reopen, I'll be able to get in there and get some more scents when I'm ready to buy again. But anyhow, so the 3 items that I finished, one was her bag of blocks in Christmas at Santa's. So Christmas at Santa's is pepperberry wreath, sugar cookies, and marshmallow fireside. I love, love, love this scent, but in this particular bag, it was really, really light. Like I even melted it. Like the first time I melted from this bag, I think I put it in my like living room, my open concept. I could barely smell it. Then I think I melted it in my bedroom once, and then in my office once to finish out the blocks. I could definitely smell it a lot better in my bedroom and my office. But it was just on the lighter side. And I do feel like this, generally this scent maybe doesn't throw as much of other scents from her, but this is the same as, I think it's called Holiday from Teddy Bees. And I feel like Teddy Bees throws a little bit better for me. So love the scent. I still have maybe a loaf or 2 in this, as well as at least 1 or 2 brittles. So I have quite a bit from Sassy Girl Aroma, so I'll still melt it, still enjoy it. I just wish the scent was a little bit stronger from her, and it just seemed to be even lighter in these bag of blocks for some reason. Then I finished, this was an old brittle from her. It's from March of 2021. This is Fruity Kruger. So it's crunch berry, blackberry, whipped cream, vanilla bean noel. This is good, just kind of like a blackberry cereal type scent. It wasn't real strong. It was on the lighter side. And I don't know if that's because of age. I mean, her wax holds up pretty well for the most part, but it was kind of on the lighter side, but it is a bit old. Then I finished another brittle in pepperberry wreath. So pepperberry wreath, this is the same pepperberry wreath that's in the Christmas at Santa's. I love this scent. I do prefer this in blends, I will say, but this was a great performer. I melted this a few different times. I think at least once or twice in my open concept, a couple times in my bedroom. So good. It's just a bright berry wreath, essentially. It like has some like winter berries and then that green wreath scent. It's just so good. Yeah, love it. I do prefer it in blends, but I do love it. And then L3. So the other thing with L3, she did announce, Jennifer announced in her group, I think it was like a week ago or so, that she is going to close up shop in September. I think September 15th. So I don't know. I think that's maybe when her lease is up or something, which is why she's waiting till September, but she said for her health. And so, you know, definitely understand it is hard. And if you have the option to like step away from your work environment to take care of your health, like absolutely 100% support people for doing that. So super sad because I do love L3. I have a lot of favorites from her. I am on her custom list. I'm technically on it another 5 times. Now, I don't know if she'll be able to get through the whole thing before she closes, but I am trying to make a list of like what are my favorite scents from her so I can order those in my custom and like stock up on some of my favorites. So anyhow, so this first one here is Holly Jolly. Now, I don't have scent notes on this. Ugh, I don't like the smell of the plastic. Sorry, I made that awful face because I can smell the plastic skunky smell. This was like, I think a cinnamon like bakery, but that the plastic smell is like interfering with that. I remember at the time enjoying it and it performing well. I just don't remember what the scent notes are. This is one like a scent blend that I had requested. It's Bora Bora, coconut leaves, boom boom, and like a hint of chlorine. I was trying to get that like tropical poolside smell, which is why with the chlorine. I did not care for this like when I first got it, but I actually do really like it now. I put this, I had the, this was a 2-pack. I had 1 bunt left, so I threw it in my candle crock in my laundry room. It was so pretty. Just a very like nice tropical-y type scent. Then I had a bunt here from a sampler. This is She Doesn't Go Here, or sorry, She Doesn't Even Go Here. Vanilla Sandalwood, Smoked Vanilla. Today is October 3rd. This is just a beautiful, today is October 3rd blend, which is her Palo Santo, Sugar Cookie Royale, and I think Toasted Marshmallow or something like that. It's just beautiful. I think I melted this twice. I cut it in half, and the first time I melted 2 pieces in my office, and then the last half I melted along with some other scents. I think I was short on something. I can't remember what it was, so I put this in like my warmer in my dining room. It's a beautiful scent. I have this square chunk in Southern Sunshine, which is tangerines and peaches. This was on the lighter side. I chopped it up, melted it throughout my open concept. It was pretty light, like maybe like 4 or 5 out of 10. Yeah, and this is from February of 2021. So I do feel like with some of L3s, after it gets past like the 2-year-ish mark when they're in just bags, I do feel like they start getting light. So this was light. I didn't really get the peach. I got kind of like a tangerine scent. Another kind of chunk square. This is Beach Sage Mint, Salty Mariner, and Beach Glass. This was very much like an ocean air, fresh air type scent. I do have all the scent notes on it in the back. I don't need to read all that, but it very much like kind of a fresh air type scent. It was nice. I think I put this in my candle crock in my laundry room, and it's perfect for a laundry room because it's like a fresh air type scent, and it performed well. And this is also from February of 2021. I feel like fresh scents tend to do better, like they age a little bit better. This one I actually have in my living room right now. This is a 4-pack of Fluted Tarts. I had 2 left. This is Cotton Candy, Fizzy Soda, Blue Raspberry. This is just a yummy, sweet, fizzy soda scent. Really do like this one. And so her fizzy scents are really good. I definitely, as you guys can probably tell, like moving away from like my winter scents. I'm definitely craving more like spring, summer. It's warmed up quite a bit. I actually even have like my windows open right now. It's just like a beautiful day in the 70s. So okay, 2 more. I had a couple bunts here. I'd melted one a while back, but then I also melted another one. This is Baccarat Rouge 540, Let Them Eat Cake, and Sweet Lavender. This is a beautiful scent. This is another one that I just put the whole bunt in my laundry room, and it smelled so beautiful in there. I kind of regretted putting it in the laundry room because you get the lavender and the Baccarat Rouge 540. Like, I feel like that's what you get. So it's very pretty. And then last, I have this going in my bedroom right now. This is Strawberry Daiquiri Pina Colada Hawaiian Tropic Exotic Coconut. This is from May of 2022, another bunt that I believe I got in a sampler. I mostly smell the Pina Colada and then like the Hawaiian Tropic Exotic Coconut type scent. I'm not really smelling much of the Strawberry Daiquiri, but it's pretty nice actually. I like the pineapple in this one from that like that Pina Colada scent. So that is everything that I have gotten through the past couple weeks. Let me know down below kind of how your melting is going. And if you had any standout scents or favorites this past couple weeks or past week. So yeah, thanks everyone for watching. I'll talk to you soon. Bye.